Awesome psychological facts about sexuality and pleasure for women. Women reach the peak of pleasure more easily with masturbation. Compared to penetration, women feel more pleasure and reach orgasm more easily with masturbation, often because there is more clitoral stimulation. For most women, sex starts before sex. Don't just stick to penetration, stimulate your woman, give her a good oral. In the Middle Ages, sex for pleasure was a sin. During the Inquisition in Europe, the clitoris was described as the devil's nipple, and women who had it were considered witches. Some women are unable to reach the peak of pleasure or have an orgasm, and often end up thinking that there is something wrong with them, when in fact there are several external reasons that may be interfering with the process: antidepressants, continuous medication, hormonal dysfunction, trauma, vaginismus, or even the method used to reach climax. Talking with your partner is essential to understand the sexuality of the other and your own, discovering the paths to orgasm. During orgasm, the woman releases the famous endorphin, known by many as the hormone of happiness. The blast helps to reduce the discomfort caused by physical pain, such as menstrual cramps, or emotional pain, such as broken hearts. Contrary to what men fear, women can still have many orgasms as they get older. This is because the clitoris never ages or stops working the same way over time. Female ejaculation is not an urban legend. Despite being very rare and many people still can't say what causes it, several women have managed or often manage to have a squirt, which is a type of female ejaculation. Basically, it's a fluid jet through the vagina at the height of sexual satisfaction. The clitoris is not the only point of pleasure in women. There are many different types of orgasms, including breast or cervical. Desire or fantasy is also very important in reaching a climax. Women take longer to get excited. It is normal for women to have a slower sexual response, often needing stimulation for at least 15 minutes, especially clitoral stimulation. Female masturbation can decrease the risk of type 2 diabetes. A study in partnership with the University of Sydney, conducted by researchers Anthony Santella and Chino Cooper, found that the practice of masturbation can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, in addition to depression, cystitis, and even cancer. Orgasm is not a medicine prescribed by doctors, but it acts directly on the immune system and can prevent you from diseases related to low resistance and immunity, such as the flu. Masturbation releases cortisol, a hormone that acts in favor of stress mitigation and against depression, reasons often linked to the appearance of these mentioned diseases. Pleasure can help fight insomnia. The relaxation caused by masturbation is due to the release of some of the hormones that we highlighted earlier, such as endorphins and cortisol. Orgasm starts in the brain. To have an orgasm, the brain needs to be focused on that moment. It doesn't do any good for the partner to be doing his best if the woman is thinking about things to do the next day. The brain plays a key role in capturing stimuli and sexual response. Orgasm relieves cramps during menstruation. Not everyone enjoys having sex during their period, but the fact is that having an orgasm at this time of the month can go a long way in easing the pain of cramps. Licking a woman's vagina while you have your finger in her anus will make her completely horny and crazy with pleasure. Do this and she will fall more and more in love with you. A female orgasm can generate an electrical discharge of up to 244 millivolts. The orgasms of 5 women together would generate enough energy to light a light bulb. An orgasm will always be good any day of the month, but it is easier and guaranteed in the first 15 days of the menstrual cycle because testosterone levels are higher.